Hi everyone, I'm Tony and I am here with the marvelous,
I'm Jamie.
and she's another clinician here at Harper Therapy, and we are in our final week of teens. And so today we are talking about the busyness.
Yeah, we're talking about, what are the main components for building a trusting relationship with your teen that'll hopefully translate into a lifelong relationship. And one of the things with our culture is the captivity of activity.
I love that.
Yeah.
That's
It's
cute.
the hurry
I like
up
it.
and slow down,
Yeah.
the frazzle and the hassle. And I think a lot of the time as parents, we have good intentions we want them to
Absolutely.
have every opportunity.
Yeah.
So let's line them up in the sports and in the clubs and all the social events and being here and there and everything else. And we're not making time for stillness.
Right.
And being intentional with that one-on-one time. And even as parents, if we're so busy with work that when we come in, we're emotionally exhausted, we're not mentally present, we are overwhelmed, we're not even available
Right.
to engage, even if we have the time with our teens. So, and vice versa, our teens might not be available because they're exhausted. They have still 2 more hours of homework and they've had a full day.
Right. They don't want to really have those deep conversations. It's so funny because just recently, my son is 5. He will be 6 in July, and he every morning will wake up and be like, "What are we doing today?" And my daughter is the social butterfly, so she's all about go, go, go. My son will be like, "What are we doing?" And I'll be like, "Oh, we have to go to daycare, we have camp, whatever it is." And I'm like, "Aw," because he just wants to sit at home. And that's the other day, we had a day where I was like we had a really long weekend, and I was like, "We're doing nothing." He's like, "Really? Nothing?" And he was so excited. And the next morning he woke up, he's like, "Are we doing nothing today?" And I was like, "No, bud, we got to go back to some things. We got to get some stuff done here." So it's just crazy how we get our kids so, from a young age, just so used to the go, 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 that then they don't know what that looks like to stop and have those conversations.
Yes, and I think different types of personalities have different capacities.
Yeah.
Because of my 5 boys, I have 3 that absolutely need their stillness time. They get grumpy, and I'm like, "Hey, listen."
They're cranky.
Oh yeah, I'm like, "You've got 3 honors classes. You're in football. I don't think that's adding that is a good idea.
Right.
You're gonna be grumpy." And and so recognizing even certain personalities have certain capacities, but also as I was reflecting on this, I think some of the sweetest moments as a mom have been when we were in stillness. And I was thinking about, we used to have a wooden swing under a big oak tree, and being there and having one of my guys reading a book on the swing next to me and just talking. But it was just open space and stillness. It was going camping without the devices. And I'm a big puzzle clicker. I spend a lot of time clicking puzzles. And I would find my teens would spontaneously sit down at the table because it's still, it's quiet, and they would just maybe put a couple puzzle pieces in, but usually they would just start sharing with me.
That's when they would open up the most, when they were able to sit there and just kind of, that was the safe space that you created for them. They realized that that's when they were going into, we talked about last week, the vault, and that's or 2 weeks, I don't remember. We talked about, and that's part of it. Absolutely. I think my daughter and I have gotten into a habit of, on the weekends, when nobody else is awake, she comes and she crawls up with me in the recliner, and we rock and we just talk.
Awesome.
And and it's the sweetest thing. And then we joke because she has terrible morning breath, so I can only take so long of it before I'm like, "Girlfriend, go brush some teeth."
Yeah.
But it's very sweet, and that's when she'll tell me like what's going on at school, what boys she likes, and who is she getting along with, all of that stuff. Because during the week I don't get that. When I say, "Hey, how was your day? What'd you do today?" "I don't know. I don't remember." And I'm like, "Come on," and she gives me nothing. But those, weekend mornings, I get the most out of her.
I think it's as parents being available, because we don't realize, even if we're making dinner and we're going from this practice to that thing, and then that they might register us as unavailable as well. So being intentional and really evaluating our schedules. Is it meeting the goals that you want for your family? I know with the 5 boys, I'm like, it's already like, they're leaving. Half of them have already moved out, and I'm like, I have a couple more years, and I can't believe on this side of it. Everyone's like, oh, it goes so fast. I'm like, yeah. Each day can be so long, but now I'm sitting here going, wow.
Yeah, it really does. Yeah. So I think if you, and again, the common denominator in all of our conversations are sometimes you have to look into yourself for some of these topics that we're bringing up. If you find that you are so busy that you're struggling to have a conversation with your husband or your partner, think about how difficult it is for your kiddo to get in there to kind of tell you some of the big stuff. So if you're trying to figure out about making more room in your day, or if you feel like you're so go and you're burning out, give us a call at Harper Therapy. We can help. 813-434-3639. Have a great day, guys.
Bye-bye.
Bye.